And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. This is the Paralegal PIW Reacts channel. Take a look down below, see if you're subscribed, y'all. This is our second channel, so we're trying to blow it up. Help us out, subscribe, and don't forget to like. Now, y'all, today what we're gonna take a look at is, surprisingly, the Chicago loop puncher who's been going around punching women in the face has been captured. That's good. So I said surprisingly. So what's the surprise? The surprise is that there are two, at least two loop punchers who were apparently independently going around punching women in the face and knocking them out. And I think they've both been caught. So it's almost like, you know, like those superhero movies, like there's some guy going around punching women in the face, knocking them out, and Batman is like, yo, we got to find this guy. And the first 3/4 of the movie, Batman's tracking him down, then he finally finds him, right? And everyone's like, woo, we got him. And then like the next day, some woman gets punched in the face and you're like, oh my gosh, there's another one. You know what I mean? It's almost like that, y'all. So let's take a look at the first loop puncher, and then we'll take a look at the second loop puncher.
Kathleen Miles only works downtown 1 day a week. Today, she's still suffering the consequences of that random attack.
By the way, y'all, this report was posted a month ago, okay? This report we're looking at now was posted a month ago.
But it is what she found out about the person who prosecutors say did it that has led her to speak out.
He hit me with such force.
Sitting at home in Lake Villa today, Kathy Miles admits the last thing she remembers before her attack on August the 19th is walking past Block 37 in the Loop on the way to the
Okay, notice she's in the Loop, okay?
Union Station.
I woke up and my coworker was standing above me saying, "You're okay, we're in the hospital, you've been assaulted."
She then passed out again.
The next thing I remember is my daughter Deanna saying, "Hi mama, I'm here, you're okay."
And while she doesn't remember what happened, a colleague who was walking with her at the time told her this.
She had said this man came in between the two of us, shoved us apart, and then hit me in the face.
That punch left Miles with several broken bones in her face, as well as a concussion. According to police, she was...
All right, now look at this guy's face, y'all. Look at him, because I want you to remember when you see the second loop puncher, so you'll know for sure that it's not the same person.
Assaulted by 32-year-old William Livingston. A record 32. Search produced 13 mugshots of Livingston going back to 2012. A large...
Y'all, look at that top one. The top, I guess, left, second from the left. Is like, he like had a tie on? Was he out there just assaulting people in a suit and tie?
Number of those arrests for aggravated assault and battery of both women and police officers, something Miles found out after the fact.
Like, what is enough? You know, what does someone have to do where he's going to be, they're going to be held accountable?
According to online records, Livingston's history of random acts of violence against women goes back 8 years. In 2017, he was accused of randomly attacking 2 women months apart. Both cases were dropped. In 2022, Livingston was sentenced to 5 years in prison after prosecutors said he punched and attempted to rob 4 women within 20 minutes in the Loop. And yet, just 14 months later, in 2023, while on parole, Livingston was arrested for hitting a woman in the face on North Michigan Avenue. And in 2024, he was sentenced to 100 days in prison after punching a 15-year-old girl, also on North Michigan Avenue.
I'm not going to let someone speak for me.
All right, y'all. So you see, this is a guy, William Livingston, is that his name? You saw what he looks like. Long history of punching women, girls in the face. So they caught him a month ago. And, you know, that's the first Batman villain, right? It's like, oh, we caught him. This poor lady, she suffered, but he's caught. He's out. Okay. Woo. You know, the loop puncher is gone, but not quite, because now just this week, take a look at this.
Exactly, Erica. We've been taking a closer look at his record and asking how this man has been on the streets. He was in court today facing 6 separate felonies for incidents spanning the last 3 weeks. And we just learned as a result of that court hearing, he is being detained.
You're looking at the lengthy criminal charging history of 37-year-old Derek Rucker.
That's Derek Rucker, y'all. It's not the same guy. It's not Livingston.
Dating back to 2006. In court today, facing 5 felony charges for aggravated batteries against women and a police officer. Rucker was arrested Thursday on State Street after police say he struck a 44-year-old woman in the face. The scenes on your screen, the other incidents police say Rucker is behind the past few weeks. Police say he assaulted a Chicago police officer, punched a woman in the face with a closed fist, spit on a woman, and punched a woman in the back of the head on a CTA platform. Video posted on TikTok and obtained by the Chicago Tribune shows police arresting Rucker, the man in blue, in that incident. His criminal history, mostly misdemeanors, charges ranging from battery and assault to trespassing and theft.
This person shouldn't be on the street.
Why? CBS News Chicago legal analyst Irv Miller pointing to one of those misdemeanors that stands out from November of last year.
They knew at that time they did at least 30 arrests.
The police report from
30 arrests, y'all. Same thing with Livingston.
that case, detailing
All these
Rucker
arrests.
spitting on
All
the
these
police
arrests.
officer arresting him after he assaulted a 62-year-old man with a belt and stick, cutting his head. Police said at the time they charged him with a misdemeanor because they couldn't reach his victim. When I asked Chicago police about that today, they reiterated they couldn't reach the victim. But
The problem with that is he was arrested at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they approved the misdemeanor charge at 6 o'clock at night, and that's not really a lot of time to look for somebody that's the victim of a serious crime.
And get this, Rucker was on felony probation at the time for assaulting a nurse in the hospital months before.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. You know, I've heard stats that the vast majority of crimes in society are committed by the same people. Like, if you could get the same criminals off the street, that crime would go down dramatically and quality of life would go up dramatically. And look at this. Chicago had 2 simultaneous women punchers, like random women punchers, who were the loop punchers. You know, that's why I said it's almost like a comic book. Now, again, I'm not making light of the plight of these people, of the women and the victims. I'm saying, like, how do you have 2 people who are independently and simultaneously going around punching people in the face, not robbing them, even though I did see Livingston had robbed people, but just going around punching people in the same loop at the same time? Anyway, y'all, this is crazy. You know, I covered this on the main channel, but not as a standalone video. I think this is wild. Let me know what y'all think. What can we do? We all know what we could do, right? 30 arrests. I mean, we know what we could do. But let me know your solution down in the comments, y'all. Before you do, please stop. Hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Thank y'all for watching PIW Paralegal Reacts. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.